Hi y'all, this is Tamika. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a paper craft for you guys, and it's basically going to be some love coupons. Now if you've ever heard of those before, they're basically some little homemade do-it-yourself coupons that you make and you give them to a loved one. It could be your spouse, your mom or dad, your kids, a friend, a brother or a sister or whomever, and you would just use whatever kind of paper you wish. You would make the coupon be whatever you think they would like, because it is an act of kindness gesture. So you give it to them and then they have the option to redeem it whenever they get ready. So it's usually something that you know they would like, and then they would just utilize that coupon whenever they get ready. So I got some envelopes here, because you can put them in an envelope, or you can just give them in a card, or you can just hand it to them if that's your style. But you can also cut them down to size and put them in whatever size envelope you wish. So I have several different size envelopes here to show you, just to give you an idea as to how you could cut your coupons. They could be really, really long. They could be square. They could be the standard greeting card envelope size, or they can be the smaller envelope size. I call these offering envelopes because they look kind of like the ones that we give our offering in at church. Or again, you can just give them out by hand if you know that's what you want to do. So the size that I'll be using today is this little small envelope size. And what I did was I took my Tim Holtz Lost and Found paper pad, and I cut out a sheet of paper from this pad, and I can show you which one it was that I decided to use. It was, and I hope I didn't use the last one, and I don't see anymore. But basically the paper I decided to use, it looks similar to this, but that's not exactly the one. But this is what it looks like after I cut it down. So kind of get that out of the way so you can get a look at it. And I thought I had another sheet in here, but I am not finding it. I don't know how many sheets of each one they give you in here. It says includes 12 by 12 designs, 6 by 6 designs, 2 by 2, and 3 by 4, along with some borders. So I'm not sure how many sheets it gave me of that particular design. Oh, excuse me. But this is the one I used, and it was a 12 by 12 sheet. And what I did was, after I decided which envelope I was going to use, I just cut them down. I cut, you know, the paper down, and I only used one 12 by 12 sheet, and I made sure it was going to fit inside the envelope that I chose. So these cards that I'm making, or coupons that I'm making, love coupons that I'm making, are going to be for my husband. So I wanted to find something a little bit masculine. I didn't want anything pink with flowers on it or none of that. So I thought this particular sheet of 12 by 12 paper would work good for that. So I cut those down to size to fit into my envelope. And I have my scissors here. I have my corner rounder. I have my acrylic block, and on it I have some hearts, some acrylic hearts. I have my ink pad, and it's the black one by Craftsmart. I'm going to be using some alphabet rubber stamps, and I'm using a tape runner. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, you don't have to use any of this. You can just get some plain white or colored paper, whichever you choose. Cut it down to size. Write out your coupons. You don't have to use any rubber stamps, any acrylic stamps, any ink, any corner rounders, or any of that. So it can be as simple and straightforward as you want, or you can doll it up and make it as elaborate as you want. So this is just the method I'm using today. This is what I wanted to do, and so that's the choices. I made my choices based on what kind of love coupons I wanted to make for my husband. So I'm going to start by fussy cutting. I'm going to make 5 coupons total. So I cut out 5 of these, same size, out of my 12 by 12 paper sheet, and I'm going to use a portion of what was left over, and I'm just going to cut out about 3 of these little ephemera pieces that's stamped onto the paper, and I'm going to use these to decorate the outside of my envelope. So that's one. I think I like this one up here. So again, you don't have to do this. It just depends on what you want to do. There is no wrong thing to do when you're creating. I mean, because it's so individual. You can give 2 people the same exact material and they would both make something totally different. And I find it quite fascinating how different we all are, and how differently our creative thinking process is. You know, I don't want anybody to be exactly like me, and I don't want to be exactly like anyone else. We can always brainstorm ideas from each other and try to gain some sort of knowledge about something that we don't know. But I try to be very, very careful, very careful of copying the same exact thing someone else does. You have a fully functional brain, and you can create whatever you want. You don't have to copy someone else. So I cut out a few pieces of that, and I'll be using that to decorate the outside of my envelope. I'm not really sure. I didn't want the envelope to be plain, so I was thinking that maybe I could just do a little bit of decorating on the outside of it, and I'm going to stamp love coupons on the outside of my envelope. So, and maybe put a heart or something down like that. So let's see if I can get this the way that I want. And I'm just taking my AdTech crafter's tape. I ordered this off of Amazon, and it comes in like a 4-pack for about $5. So I'm going to just try to jazz up the outside of my envelope a little bit. Now the color of this envelope is like a grayish color. So again, I'm going for masculine. So I wanted to kind of do something that I thought he would like. You know, so he's going to leave these in the envelope, hopefully. He may take them out and not even know what this envelope is. But it's his gift, and he can do with it whatever he wants, I guess. But I'm hoping he leave everything inside the envelope, and then once he gets ready to redeem one of his coupons, he can just look in the envelope and grab one of them out of here. So, and that's my phone ringing. Sorry about that. The phone doesn't start ringing until you start recording. That has happened several times. So you see where I got a little bit of my tape runner kind of coming off from under. Now normally what I would do is just take a little bit of baby powder and kind of blot that a little bit so that that won't stick to anything else, but I'm going to just try to cover it with another little piece of my decorative paper so it won't stick to anything. So you just create a little collage if that's what you want to do, and decorate the outside of your envelope like so. Now I want to round the corners of my coupons, so what I do is just take my corner punch here. Now it says you're supposed to put this down on a flat surface, stick it in there and press down. I do that sometimes, but not most of the time. I just hold it in one hand, stick my paper in there, and just press down that way. And now you get round corners. And so it gives it kind of like a clean, neater look if that's what you want. Or you can just leave the edges sharp if you want to do that as well. So I'm just going to round all of my corners on all 5 coupons here. And I am extra super clumsy right now. Haven't been clumsy all day. As soon as I start recording, it's just something about recording, I guess. I see it a lot on other people's video as well, and I can totally understand and totally relate. It seems like everything starts happening when you start recording. So, but that's okay. These videos are being recorded by real people, and so I hope you guys are understanding in that regard. So get all my little clippings here out of the way. And so now what I want to do is, and I don't throw away any scraps until I'm through with my crafting. So like I can't save every single solitary scrap, so I wait until I'm all the way done, and then I'll throw away any little bits and pieces. Like there would be no reason for me to save such a small piece. Now this bigger piece that came off of that 12 by 12 sheet, I'll definitely save that to use for something later. But this particular piece here, if I find that I don't use it by the time I'm done, I'll just trash it. You know, there's no reason for me to save that. I had to be delivered from trying to save every single piece of scrap, because you will get a very, very big pile of paper, and sometimes you never go back to it. So you want to make sure you're stamping on the right side. So I don't want this to be going upside down and then I stamp going right side up. So I want to make sure I'm stamping on the right side up, and that way when he reads the back of the coupon, he'll also have the words going the right direction on the other side of the page. So I want to stamp. I have some hearts here, and I think I want to do like maybe a little border around the bottom of my envelope. And again, this is black ink, and so because these are love coupons, hearts are involved, and I just want to put some along the bottom as a border. And I'm just going to put a piece of scrap paper like that. So I have like a little heart border there, and maybe even put a little bit up there so it kind of coordinates. But across the bigger part here, I'm going to put love coupons. So maybe just one more up here so that it can kind of be like that. And then let that dry. But each one of these coupons are fashioned for something that I know my husband likes, or something that he has talked about and would like. So you fix these, or you create these according to what you believe the person that you are making them for will like. So the very first coupon I'm creating for him is going to say movie night. So my husband, he likes watching movies. He likes watching movies with me. Not so much you know, with the kids, because they talk and they laugh and they getting up and down, going to the bathroom, just all over the place. So I know he would like a movie night with just the two of us together. So I'm going to ink my heart here, and I'm going to put a heart up here in the left hand corner, like so. And then I'm going to spell out the words movie night. So he'll be able to redeem this whenever he wants. So M, and you want to make sure the paper that you're choosing, you're going to be able to see the words that you're stamping on it. And again, you can write this by hand. You don't necessarily have to do this. You don't have to do this with a ink stamp. I mean with a alphabet stamp. So movie. And going to put night on the second row. So when he redeems this coupon for movie night, we would watch any movie he wants that night. So I would have no say in what kind of movie he chooses. And it would probably be something action with bombs and car chases and machine guns and all of that. But again, you're giving it as a gift. So it's whatever you know that person would like. So the next one I'm going to do for him is foot rub. R-U-B. So I know some people aren't feet people. You don't want to touch people's feet, and you don't particularly care about nobody touching your feet either. But when you're married, you learn to compromise. I am not, you know, opposed to foot rubs, giving them or receiving them, but it's not something I have to have. But I'm sure my husband would like it. He doesn't ask me for foot rubs, but I'm sure he would enjoy a foot rub. So again, I am thinking of ways that I could do something that he would like. So foot rub. So that's his second coupon. And the third one, I'm doing 5 of these all together. So the third one, I'm going to do a big kiss. Don't want to forget my heart here. My husband is a kisser. He likes kissing. So I know this would be something that he would like. So one big kiss. And again, you could just write these out if your handwriting is cute and all of that. Mine is not so much. I don't really care for my handwriting, so I do a lot of stamping. So that's the third one. The fourth one is, don't forget my heart, because this is a love coupon. The fourth one will be a day out. So he'll get to choose to go anywhere he like. So day out. He likes, my husband likes to drive all over the place. He likes to go out, ride around, flea markets and stuff like that. So that's his thing. I like to stay in the house and craft. That's what I do. I craft, I Bible journal, and all of that. So I prefer to stay in. He likes to go out. So again, these are things he likes to do. So you're making a sacrifice to do something for someone else. So my fifth and final coupon is going to say your choice. So he's going to have the option to do whatever he wants, whether we go out, whether we stay in, whether we dress up and all of that stuff, get a babysitter or whatever. So we're going to do whatever he wants with this coupon if he chooses it. So this is going to say your choice. So and now that these are almost ready and letting them dry as I lay them out so the air can hit them. So now what I would want to do, now that I got these ready, basically you're going to envelope them up and give them as a gift. So your choice. And this will probably be the one he uses first. I have no idea what he would want to do, where he would want to go. But yeah, he would probably do the your choice one first and just do something crazy. Want to go somewhere crazy. Definitely want to hire a babysitter and it be just the two of us or something like that. So this is what you end up with. It's not anything long drawn out and complicated. If you just wanted to do something sweet for a loved one, and again, if you don't have a spouse, these can be created for your kids, maybe a trip to the mall, maybe you want to do a movie night with the kids, a day out with the kids, your choice with the kids. They would definitely like that. Or if you wanted to maybe give them a gift of money. My kids always love money, so that would be an option. A $10 coupon or something like that. So these can be created to be whatever you want them to be. There's no wrong way to do these when you are the one creating them. So basically that's it. This is what I'm going to envelope them up, put them in the envelope, and give them as a gift. On the outside of my envelope, I wanted to put, let me see, I wanted to put love coupons on the outside of my envelope so that he can know what they are. So let me do that really quick. And I hope I'm going to be able to fit coupon on here. I'll probably have to squeeze it in. L-O. And I mixed all my letters back up. I had them separated so I can know which was which, but I forgot to do this part. Love, C, and I'll just have to stamp these just a little bit closer together so I can try to get them on the same line. And it doesn't look like that's going to. So that's what I end up with, love coupons. It didn't fit on the same line, but that's okay. It adds character. It gives it a little bit of uniqueness, and it doesn't give that this is perfect look. And I kind of like that when I do my crafting, especially when I do my homemade journals. I kind of give them a twist so they won't look like something that you'll find just off the storeroom floor. So this is what I'm ending up with. A cute little envelope. Coupons that are fashioned to something that my husband would like, and I'm going to put them in the envelope. Maybe put a little stamp up here. I have some Tim Holtz stamps, I think. Let me see if I can find one of those really quick. And stick one at the top up here. So anybody who's a crafter, you know who Tim Holtz is. He makes all this cute little ephemera, paper pads, and so on and so forth. I have several of his things. Not everything he has ever made, but a lot of things. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the back of this and stick it right up here, kind of like I'm mailing it, only I'm personally giving it to him. And this is coming from the Tim Holtz Thrift Shop ephemera pack. So I got this at Hobby Lobby's, Michael's, or something, I don't remember. Once you start shopping, it for all kinds of stuff, it kind of just blends all together. So this is what they look like. My little envelope here, my coupons on the back, that little decorative Tim Holtz paper. Well, on the front and on the back, the coupon, what he gets to redeem it for. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm uploading so far. Send your sisters, your cousins, your mom, your aunts, and maybe you got some uncles and dads who like to craft as well. Send them over to come look at what I am uploading on my channel. I would really appreciate your support. Also, if you're into Bible journaling, I have a second channel. It is linked below in the description box, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.